Okay, y'all know how this goes. I ain't got no money. Don't come for me. Go after the god dang actual news companies. Don't come for me. All you gonna get is bills, and damn it, that's on you. I didn't tell you to do it. So you like I said, if you want beef, there it goes. Go after them. I ain't got it. Let's begin.
Let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win. Win, 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 win. I'm on 10.
All right. So hello, good morning, good afternoon, whatever the hell it is. Whew. Um, I'm trying to get myself fixed because apparently, hold on, I gotta fix something because I am not gonna be sitting up here jiggling all over the place. That is disturbing as hell. Give me just a moment because it happens when I don't have. Okay, that's better. that was gonna piss me off. Okay, that's all I gotta say. God dang it. I don't know how that happened, but give me just a moment. I'm just gonna have to stretch it out. Let's stretch it out, god dang it. I ain't got time for this shit. Okay, there we go. So, hello, good morning, good afternoon, whatever the hell it is. So, here we go.
Hello, motherfucker. Hi.
And
Hello.
so basically, I'm basically off of one of my medications because of my baby journey. So, if it's rocky, I already warned you. That's all. I'm just letting you know. So let's already begin with this shit, okay? God dang it. Number lock.
And then the smoke got me.
Alright, so Wiz Khalifa appeals for a 9-month jail sentence in Romania over drug possession denied. God dang, he can't even get out the country. Shit, I don't know what to tell you when that happens. So let's start internationally, because apparently Wiz Khalifa thought the Beach Please festival in Romania was Coachella with subtitles. Romania said absolutely not. A Romanian court just rejected Wiz Khalifa's attempt to overturn his 9-month jail sentence for drug possession after he smoked a joint on stage in July 2024. That better had been the best kush you ever had, because I'm telling you right now, that's fucked up. 9 months. That's a whole baby gestation there. God dang. Anyways, hold on. Okay, god dang it. I hate when that happens. Let's see. And yes, on stage, they arrested him on stage. In a country that does not play about cannabis, Romania has some of the strictest drug laws in Europe. Personal possession can mean jail time for 3 months up to 2 years. Prosecutors say he had 18 grams. Damn. On him and lit up during his performance. The lower court originally fined him about $830. For him, I'm pretty sure that wasn't that much. That could have been the end of it, but prosecutors appealed because apparently they wanted to make an example out of Mr. Black and Yellow. Now, here's the people's part. Here's what people miss. When you travel, your American celebrity privilege does not automatically convert to international immunity. Didn't anybody learn from that goddamn Britney? Yeah, her. Anyways, you are not in California, you are not in Colorado, you are in a country where they smile, cuff you politely, and still file paperwork. Wiz did apologize on X. How the hell did he get to a computer? How is he getting to a computer if he's in jail? I need to understand, what is actually jail now? No, I don't want to go there. Never mind. Saying the officers were respectful, and honestly, they probably were. Romania doesn't need to yell. The law already does that. And on a human level, this comes right after he announced his father passed away. That's fucked up, man. He shared that his dad went peacefully and that their last conversation was about pride and growth. Ooh, that's heavy. Losing a parent will put anyone in a different headspace, but here's the broader takeaway. Black artists don't get to move reckless and assume the system will wink. Other countries have different stories, different politics, different enforcement standards. You can't export American weed culture everywhere. This might just be a suspended sentence situation. It's unclear whether Romania will pursue extradition, but the message was sent out loud and clear. Respect our laws or meet the court system. Travel smart, y'all. Fame is not a passport stamp. I thought everybody had figured that shit out after the basketball player, and then that other goofy motherfucker that went out there right after that. People are just learning back to back to back. I guess y'all don't understand the whole concept of the same thing will happen to you if you do it too. Insanity. That's what they said. It was insanity. So before I continue, yes, I had to change my hair because I'm going somewhere tomorrow. I'm not going to talk about it because I might jinx myself. But wish me luck. I'm going to go ahead and show you my commercial if you like what I'm doing, or even if you don't like what I'm doing and you want to tell me something, say it in the comments. If it's ignorant, I'm going to delete it. But I might take it to heart. So, and thank you if you like it. So like, share, subscribe. And if you don't like it, don't subscribe, I guess. So, here we go.
It's just me and the fam. 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 Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little Tay-Tay, that's my hype girl, that's my mascot. Little ones go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with them racks out. Stay inside the house, turned.
First of all, I want to talk about the fact that chick looked crazy as hell. She got nice dimples, but she ain't got no light in her eyes. The young man, he got a light in his eyes. Oh boy, this a mess. So, Chicago woman smiles in mugshot after allegedly unaliving an Uber driver during a carjacking, but it gets worse. Oh Lord, are we doing some Tarantino shit, huh? Give me a second here. All right, this one is tragic. Daniel L. Fugero, I hope I'm saying that right, 28 years old, Amazon worker, doing Uber Eats on the side to make extra money. That's hustle culture in 2026. Nobody working one job anymore because rent said absolutely not. And that ain't no joke. I'm still trying to figure that one out. He makes a delivery to Loretto Hospital. While he's dropping off food, 3 people allegedly tried to steal his minivan. He tries to stop them. He gets dragged half a block, then run over with his own car. The doctor waiting for the food gets suspicious when the app stops updating, goes outside, recognizes Daniel from the Uber photo, and finds him unresponsive in a pool of blood. That is dystopian. Yeah, that sounds like one of them damn strangers goddamn movies or something. It's really fucked up. I'm glad that doctor was there, but I guess he didn't get there fast enough. License plate readers tracked the vehicle to Montoya Perry, 33. She was already out on pre-trial release. Damn, you was already in trouble? God dang. Prior charges included robbery and carjacking. Shit, insanity. Prosecutors say she admitted taking the vehicle and saw him running toward it. And then there's the mugshot. Smiling. That is a really disturbing smile. People with those kind of teeth, you already know they're trouble. That's what it is. They're trouble. Now let's talk about that. Smiling in a felony murder booking photo while a 28-year-old man is gone. That's a sociopathic energy there. Yeah, woohoo. Authorities are still looking for 2 accomplices. She's being held without bond, finally. Court date set, and the Facebook post before arrest: if you missing a car, you can come get it. We don't want it. Social media has people thinking this crime is a skit. That's fucked up. This is the cost of reckless decisions mixed with a system that keeps letting repeat offenders, because that heifer right there was already waiting for pretrial. She was already in trouble. For letting these crazy people walk during pretrial. And before anyone makes this about race, this is about accountability. A working man trying to make extra money is dead. His girlfriend said he didn't deserve this. She's right. Gig workers are out here unprotected, delivering to hospitals, apartments, random addresses, and if something goes wrong, it's just another headline. We've normalized chaos, and families are the ones paying. Ooh, that's dark, and she's crazy as fuck. That's all I gotta say. All right, now we're about to go ahead and get in this shit because I'm telling you it's gonna get ugly. So, give me a moment. Because I know y'all all heard about this. Apparently, we're at war. Nobody asked us if we wanted to be in war, but apparently that's what's happening. So, check this out.
You shouldn't have been talking shit.
So, Iran's supreme leader is unalived. Apparently, they don't really know. Now, people are saying they're not sure if this dude is actually alive or not. But everybody's saying it one way or the other. But anyways, U.S.-Israel strike. Harris calls out Trump's regime change war. This is so stupid. You didn't win the last one. Why are you going to do this shit again? And then it's unauthorized. You get on my motherfucking nerves. But let's move to the foreign policy chaos. Drumpf confirmed that Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, was killed in allegedly unalived in a joint U.S.-Israel strike, and he is framed it as justice for Americans and global victims. How the hell is that justice for us? What the hell we had to do with this shit? I wasn't even thinking about Iran, not one bit. Anyways, but let's unpack this. Targeting a sitting head of state is not small potatoes. That is a geopolitical earthquake. This marks one of the most aggressive escalations in modern Middle East history. Man, just don't hit us. Hit all of that area over there, because I swear to God, if he goes, we're going to have that creepy-ass bastard, and from what I heard, he's worse. So y'all just need to take the whole line out, because it's just worse after worse after worse in that line. It's getting worse. Anyways, oh Lord. Drumpf says it's about eliminating threats, destroying missiles, preventing terrorism, protecting American interests. He also casually acknowledged American casualties often in war. Then why don't you go do it? Or why don't you go send your son to go do it? You got several of them. I'm pretty sure at least 2 of them are still eligible. I know at least 1 is. Shit, why don't you get your friends to send their kids to go do it instead of ours? Shit, nobody asked us. This is basically an easy say from a podium. Democrats are furious. Republicans are applauding. You still full of shit if you applauding. Congress was not asked for authorization beforehand. Protests have already sparked in D.C. and New York. Representative Hakeem Jeffries is calling for war power resolutions. He's dragging his fucking feet. Former Vice President Kamala Harris called it reckless and unnecessary. When are y'all gonna understand? This man talks backwards. You have to, if he says something about someone else, it's about him. If he says we're doing great, we're doing bad, okay? You have to flip everything, because apparently he speaks bizarro. Shit. Anyways, she said even if you oppose Iran's regime, this isn't the strategic path. Here's what matters. The Constitution gives Congress the power to declare war. Presidents have stretched that power for decades through military authorization and defensive actions. But regime-level strikes without congressional debate, that's controversial at best. And let's be honest, Americans are tired. Iraq, Afghanistan, 20-year wars, billions spent, veterans broke, infrastructure at home falling apart. Now we're back in the Middle East again. Can we leave the motherfuckers alone? Just leave everybody alone. Shit. You can oppose Iran's government and still question strategy. Those aren't mutually exclusive positions. Unaliving leadership creates power vacuums. Power vacuums create instability. Instability creates conflict. And you bastards are just waiting for the moment to strike because you're fucking opportunists. That's what I've come to understand about this damn government. It's all about opportunities. When to be a backstabber. War sounds decisive on television. It's messy in reality. And once troops are involved, there's no clean exit. They already took out a whole generation of girls. I don't know what to say. I'm trying to figure out if this is targeted. What the hell? Them girls, them children, they didn't ask for this shit. But I digress. There's other people saying shit about it that actually get heard, because I'm pretty sure ain't nobody gonna hear me. But this next story says at least somebody is saying something loud enough. Shit. Give me a second here. All right. Here we go. So, Iran invasion, Senator Raphael Warnock speaks out. Senator Raphael Warnock stepped up and said what a lot of Americans are thinking. No president has the right to drag the nation into war alone. He's using Congress to convene immediately and vote. That's literally their constitutional role. Reports say 24 of Iran's 31 provinces were hit in coordinated strikes. That's widespread impact. This is not a precision tap. So you were trying to unalive civilians, you dirty bastards. That's large-scale military engagement. Warnock acknowledged that Iran's regime is brutal and destabilizing. He's not defending Tehran, he's defending process. There's a difference there. Diplomatic talks were reportedly underway. Now we're in explosion and airspace alerts. Apparently, dumbass has tried to get, he has tried, ooh, shit, wrong button. I don't know what the hell. I think that has to do with school right there. Hold on, give me a second. God dang it. I be doing some shit. Okay, there we go. He's urging Congress to convene and vote, like I said. Let's see. Americans have long been skeptical of forever wars, and skepticism doesn't mean weakness. It means people remember body bags and trillion-dollar budgets. The issue here is not whether Iran poses a threat. The issue is who decides when America enters full-scale conflict. That power is supposed to sit with Congress, and when executive authority expands unchecked, that precedence doesn't shrink later. It grows. And every administration uses what the last one normalized. That's how we end up with a permanent war footing. And honestly, if you listen to our freaking history, what the fuck do we have to be proud of? Seriously, this country is like the worst friend you ever want to have. Them motherfuckers that smile in your face and then wait until you turn around to stab you in your back. I'm sorry, but this fucking country feels that way. And I'm just embarrassed. I'm absolutely embarrassed. I don't know what else to tell you.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
That's all I can say about it. We're going to move into something that's not as heavy, but the night is young. Check this out.
Emotional content.
So, two legacy black newspapers closed, citing financial pressures. The Richmond Fresh Press and Portland Scanner shut down as leaders of a broader funding crisis is in black media. So this one hurts. The Portland Scanner, 50 years closed. The Richmond Free Press, 34 years closed. Two historic black newspapers gone. Why? Advertising dried up. Corporate sponsors stopped investing. Digital revenue never replaced print income. Publisher Jean Boone said corporations no longer take black media seriously, that they assume black consumers will spend money anyway, so why invest in platforms speaking directly to them? Look, I wouldn't be here if not for black access to these platforms. You can miss me with that bullshit. Jesus. Anyways, that kind of mindset is dangerous. The Richmond Free Press operated in the former capital of the Confederacy. They pushed for Confederate statues to be removed from Monument Avenue. They faced threats, vandalism, pressure, but they still built circulation up to nearly 35,000 weekly copies, estimated 120,000 readers. So, see, people actually listening. And now they're done. Let's connect the dots. When black media disappears, so does narrative control. Large national outlets do not prioritize hyper-local black community issues. They don't cover city council bias, local school disparities, small black-owned businesses struggling. Black newspapers historically documented what mainstream outlets ignored: civil rights, police abuse, housing description, grassroots organizing. And corporate ad agencies, they prefer placing ads with the New York Times because commissions are higher. That's capitalism speaking there. Digital transition sounds good in theory. In reality, older readers still prefer print. Younger readers scroll past long-form journalism. Revenue models haven't caught up. When black institution collapses, it's rarely accidental. It's funding starvation. If we want independent black voices, we have to support them, subscriptions, ads, shares, direct funding. Otherwise, the archive of our stories disappears, and once that history is gone, somebody else is going to rewrite it. If y'all haven't forgotten, that's how we ended up with Black History Month in the first place, because they kept trying to rewrite what the fuck we was doing. So I don't know about you. That's the hell why I'm doing this, so I can keep these damn stories in the ether. If the shit gets to the internet, apparently it's permanent. So god dang it, I'ma put it somewhere. If these motherfuckers gonna try and get rid of it, I'ma hide it somewhere. Damn it, give me a second here. Whew. All right, we gonna continue. We apparently have a terrorist, someone who is terrorizing black folks. I would like to show y'all exactly who this asshole is. And I don't know, you do whatever your heart tells you what to do. I'm not telling you what to do, but I feel like he should get his ass whooped, but that's just my opinion. And this is all for entertainment, education purposes, all right? So don't come at me. All right, so here we go.
Bing, bop, boom, 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 bop, bing.
Latino man threatens to call Drumpf on black family for being at their home. You know what? That is the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. You getting mad because somebody is at home. I'm very sure they paid to be there, so what gives you the right to fuck with him? Anyway, so a video is circulating of a black family standing at their own front door, minding their business, when a Latino neighbor rolls up acting like he's the HOA president of Racism Incorporated. He starts asking where the lady that lives here. Then it escalates. He's demanding to know where the previous Puerto Rican tenants went. Then he drops the N-word, then threatens to call Drumpf. Dude, who you think they gonna pick up? You or them? Shit, I'm just saying. He starts asking, sir, call him and tell him what? That the black homeowners exist? That's where we are right now. A black family moves into a home, and instead of I totally forgot to do my damn thing. I'm sitting up here talking about black terrorists. I didn't even put it up here. Here we go. I told y'all this was a struggle thing, so don't get mad at me. Anyways, we were talking about this Latino man. That's him in the picture. He's got sandals on, no socks, wearing shorts, and I already told you people wearing shorts freak me the hell out. Dude he talking to seems like he's confused as well. But anyways, this is where we are right now. A black family has moved into a home, and instead of a welcome to the neighborhood, they get interrogation and slurs. People do move out, motherfucker. I'm just saying, people do move other places, you dumbass. God dang it, you don't have enough. Just letting you know. Another resident calmly explains the previous tenant moved back to Puerto Rico. That should have ended it, but no. The man doubles down, threatens violence, and says he'll call Drumpf like he's dialing customer service for white supremacy. Plus, And here's the twisted irony. Drumpf's policies have not exactly... Give me a second here. Where was I? I have a script, because otherwise I'm going to forget what the fuck I'm talking about. Okay. Okay. Drumpf's policies have not exactly been gentle toward Latino communities either. So threatening to sick him on black neighbors is like calling the wolf because you don't like the sheep. TikToker Randy B pointed out something important. Divisions between marginalized groups strengthens the same power structure that oppresses both. That's not some abstract academic theory. That's just historical strategy. Keep communities fighting each other so they never organize against the real source of inequity. So let's talk about the bigger truth. Black folks know too well we are often the default target in housing, in policing, in education, in media narratives. It doesn't matter the setting. The hostility finds us. In the comments, black users say we have no friends. That sentiment didn't come from nowhere. It comes from lived experiences. Now, do I believe unity is possible? Yeah, possibly. But unity requires accountability. You can't scream about injustice in one breath and participate in anti-blackness in the next. You can't claim solidarity while weaponizing slurs. And the most dangerous thing about this moment, it's normalized. Cameras come out, the aggressor walks away, no consequences, just another viral clip. Isn't this some kind of form of harassment? I mean, there's evidence, so you can say this motherfucker's harassing you. Can't you call the cops on them? Shit. I'm gonna figure something out. You come fuck with me for no damn reason. I'm gonna call the cops on your ass. Shit. But this isn't just about one angry neighbor. It's about property rights, dignity, and the audacity of someone thinking they can police black existence in 2026. We're not trespassing in our own lives, motherfucker. Shit. Motherfuckers just want to live their life. Life is life, and then here you come trying to tell them what they can and can't do. All right, I'm not sure what this next one is considered, but I feel like it's a fuck around and find out. So let's go ahead and take this down. And let me bring that down, and we're going to go ahead to this next story. It's not going to be a long night because, like I said, 2 days, there's a lot of shit that can happen, but not a whole lot, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, check this out.
I don't want the second, I want this. I'm all in my head, swear I'm a wreck. I've been moving like a hot mess.
Give me just 1 minute. All right. So, new development after a white NYC college professor makes racist comments on work Zoom when she thought she was on mute. So, this one, I already told y'all about it. A District 3 Community Education Council Zoom meeting in Manhattan where they were discussing school closures. A black middle school girl was giving her emotional testimony about why she didn't want her school to shut down. Her mic, it was on. She was speaking from her heart, and then from another square on Zoom, an unmuted mic. They're too dumb to know they're in a bad school. Then it gets worse. If you train a black person well enough, they'll know to use the back. Bitch, what are you coming up with? Are you trying to train us? Don't train me, bitch. The only time you get to train me is if you paying me. Fuck. Anyways, that voice belonged to Allison Friedman. I showed y'all a picture of her last week. An associate professor at Hunter College. Now let's pause. You are an academic. During Black History Month, I think they time this shit. I think they time it. In a meeting about systemic racism. And that's what comes out your mouth? The historical reference she claimed she was paraphrasing was from a Carter G. Woodson's 1933 book, The Miseducation of the Negro. Woodson was explaining how oppression conditions people to internalize inferiority. But context matters, delivery matters, and reading the room matters. Instead, what happened was a raw, unfiltered glimpse into language that black communities have heard for centuries. The assumption of intellectual inferiority, the black door imagery tied to segregation. She later said she was explaining systemic racism to her child in the room. She apologized. Nah, you didn't do that because we would have heard a kid, because kids don't know how to shut the hell up. That's all I'm saying. Hunter College placed her on leave pending investigation. But here's what lingers. Impact. That black student was speaking about losing her school. That takes courage. Imagine hearing an adult, an educator, reduce you to too dumb. Even if unintended, those words echo historical harm. And black students already navigate underfunded schools. And my whole thing is, if y'all are closing it because it's underfunded, why don't you just fund it? That would fix the whole situation. It's a building where people can occupy. I'm so sick and tired of seeing empty fucking buildings. And then don't give those crazy ass people an excuse to put people up in there because it's an empty building. You know they looking for other concentration camps. Anyways. Okay, so Zoom hot mics are exposing what polite society pretends doesn't exist. Systemic racism isn't just policy, it's mindset. It's casual commentary when people think nobody's listening. And sometimes the microphone just decides to tell the truth. Whew, like I said, I hope she getting it. I have no sympathy for this heifer. She had no right to say that, and honestly, I feel like she don't care. I feel like she really stands on that shit. She said it with her whole chest. That's how I feel. All right, moving on. This one is strange. I didn't know where to put it, and apparently some of her DNA is apparently I'm a long distance relative from her, but shit, I've never met the woman. So look at this one. So settlement reached over use of Henrietta Lacks stolen cells. Now let's talk about a name every black household should know. Henrietta Lacks. In 1951, doctors at Johns Hopkins took cancer cells from her cervix without her consent. She was a 31-year-old black mother of 5. She died young, buried in an unmarked grave. Her cells, called the HeLa cells, have become one of the most important tools in modern medicine. Polio vaccine research, cancer treatments, IVF advancements, gene mapping, COVID-19 vaccine research. Her body changed science, and her family wasn't even told for decades. Sounds like Trump had something to do with it. Drumpf. Pharmaceutical companies built products worth billions using the HeLa cells. Johns Hopkins says it didn't sell or profit directly from the cell line. Who you telling? But private biotech firms absolutely commercialize research tied to it. Now, Novartis has reached a settlement with the Lacks estate. Terms undisclosed. This follows a 2023 settlement with Thermo Fisher Scientific. I used to work with these bastards. Other lawsuits are still pending. The legal argument: unjust enrichment, profits built on cells taken without considering consent during an era when black patients were routinely excluded from informed. Give me a second. That's a problem because I'm still on 2 systems here. Informed medical decision making. Let's call this what it is: medical exploitation rooted in racial inequity. Henrietta Lacks' story gained national attention after Rebecca Skloot's book and HBO adaptation. But I'm not saying that last name again. But awareness doesn't equal repair. This settlement is about accountability, about recognizing that innovation built on stolen biological material has ethical consequences. And here's the part that hits. While corporations made money, her family struggled for years without access to adequate health care. Her cells are immortal. Her consent was never asked. Science advances, but ethics must advance with it. Because I'm telling you, you motherfuckers just love to take a damn mile when people give you an inch. Then you sit up there and claim that you did it. Man, if you don't get out my damn face with that bullshit. Moving on. So NYC Mayor Mamdani apologizes for excluding black Americans in previous city built by immigrants comments. This is March. That was in January. It took you that fucking long. No thank you. New York Mayor Zoran Mamdani recently said New York is a city built by immigrants. He later apologized for overlooking the role of black Americans, especially descendants of chattel slavery. And that correction matters because, yes, immigrants have shaped New York. Italians, Irish, Caribbean, African, South Asian, Latin American communities, absolutely. But the foundations of this country, not just the city, includes enslaved black labor. Wall Street itself was built on slave trading markets. Enslaved Africans constructed early infrastructure in New York and across the colonies. Oh yeah, I remember those fucking 13 colonies. They taught me about it. Ah, god dang, wrong system again. I hate when I do that. Let me go back. Okay, oof. Alright, I told you this is a struggle one. Anyways, but the foundation of this country... Okay, where am I? Right, there we go. So, when leaders say immigrants built this without nuance, it erases that forced labor history. Mamdani acknowledged that. He said he learned from it. He clarified that uplifting immigrants doesn't require minimizing black contributions. Country artist Shabuzi had a similar moment after the Grammys. He said immigrants built this country, then later clarified that Americans did too. No, bitch, we did it first, then everybody else. As a Nigerian American, he was honoring his parents' journey, but intention doesn't erase impact. This isn't a competition of suffering, it's about accuracy, okay? America was built by enslaved Africans, exploited immigrants, indigenous displacement, and industrial labor. That full story deserves telling. You can honor immigrants' resilience and still recognize the unpaid, coerced labor that created the wealth foundation of this nation. History is layered. Leave no one out, okay? Because damn it if we don't have a whole bunch of shit to deal with. Moving on. So apparently a whole bunch of people are starting to speak out about that stupid ass shit, which I just found out existed. So you can see how far it was on my radar. I am so uncaring about these motherfuckers. It don't matter to me. But guess who's looking at you proudly? The rest of us. They can't play in your face if your back is turned. But make sure your back is guarded too. That's all I'm saying. Ignore them, but just make sure that you guarded and ready. But I support them saying some shit. I was about to say. At the BAFTAs, let me go ahead. Delroy Lindo addresses BAFTA's incident at NAACP Image Awards. Something negative becoming positive. At the BAFTAs, while Delroy Lindo and Michael B. Jordan were presenting, a guest with Tourette's syndrome shouted the N-word. The BBC aired it on delay and didn't cut it. That created outrage. They playing in our face. I told you, like, they love to play in our motherfucking face. Just, it's annoying. It's so annoying. Nigga! Okay, fast forward to NAACP Image. Wait a minute. I missed something. Okay. The BAFTAs issued an apology, but damage travels faster than corrections. Fast forward to the NAACP Image Awards. Lindo thanked the community for the support. He said that what he could have been deeply negative turned into something positive because of how people rallied around them. And that's community. Meanwhile, the film Sinners cleaned house at the Image Awards. 11 wins. Best Motion Picture, Best Actor for Michael B. Jordan. Jordan also took Entertainer of the Year. Ryan Coogler, in his acceptance speech, talked about truth, about how lies have been told about black people for over 4 centuries. And he said something powerful. A lie is still a lie, no matter who says it. Truth remains truth, no matter how small the voice. I ain't mad at that. That line resonates right now. because narrative matters, representation matters, and when black filmmakers create stories rooted in our experiences, audiences show up. The BAFTA incident was ugly, but the NAACP response was affirming. When mainstream platforms stumble, black institutions remind us who we are: loved, powerful, mighty, and unmuted. In other words, fuck them. Come to your family. Your family got your damn back. It don't fucking matter what they got going on. We got your damn back. That's what that's about. Moving on, cause someone asked me why I got beef with Florida. Here's another goddamn reason why I got beef with Florida. Damn it, these motherfuckers if they don't. Oh, this is just nasty in so many ways. Let me show you. Florida guts its AIDS drug assistance program. You dirty bastards. Damn it, if you don't. I swear to God. See, now I got another beef with y'all. You got an orangutan living out there. You don't smell all that well. And I've only been to one city out there that I remember, okay? And that was Tampa, and it smells stale as fuck outside. I still don't understand how that's possible. You know that stale ass smell you get when you go to someone's house and, they got so many books and shit just stocked up and it's just cluttery and there's a stale smell. That's what Tampa smelled like to me. I'm sorry, but that's what I experienced, and I couldn't figure it out because outside was where it smelled like that, not inside. Anyways, Florida is really out here trying to speed run a public health crisis. Governor Ron DeSantis, the sanctimonious, is being sued over major cuts to Florida's AIDS drug assistance program, which helps low-income people living with HIV afford life-saving medication. Advocates say these cuts could hit somewhere between 10,000 to 16,000 patients as soon as today. Let's be clear. HIV means meds are not optional vitamins. This is take it consistently or your health can spiral medicine. People who stay on the treatment can reach undetectable viral loads, meaning they can't sexually transmit HIV. That's a huge public win. That's a huge health public win. Florida decided to slash eligibility from 400% of the federal poverty line level down to 130%. Translation: the program used to help households making up to about $62,000 a year, and now they're saying you better be at about $20,000 or less in a state where the rent, groceries are acting like luxury items. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with y'all. Nobody at this point can live off of $20,000 a year. I have no job at this point. I am on Section 8 at this point, which pissed me the fuck off. And I'm not living good. I'm not living good at all. Anyways, y'all sick. Then Florida reportedly stopped covering Biktarvy, one of the most commonly prescribed HIV medications, without warning. Manufacturer pricing is about $4,200 for a 30-day supply. That's not a copay, that's a car note. I don't know whose car note. That's not even a car note. At this point, that's a goddamn 2-bedroom apartment where the fuck I am. Shit, and that's so sad. That is really fucking sad. Anyways, that's sick. The nonprofit AIDS Healthcare Foundation says Florida made these changes without proper community input and without following the usual waiting period. A judge granted an expedited hearing. Florida briefly claimed it would follow formal rules, then pivoted and used emergency powers to eliminate premium assistance and terminate enrolled patients anyways. Y'all some dirty ass bastards. And then y'all talking about make America great again. When the fuck has it ever been great? Sound like we just the snakes in the grass. I'm so ashamed. Emergency powers for what emergency? According to AHF, there aren't documents proving financial emergency. They're calling it reckless. And here's the part we must say out loud. Florida ranks among the top states for HIV diagnosis, and black Floridians are disproportionately affected, around 40% of the state's HIV/AIDS patients, while only 17% of the population. That's horrible. So when you gut this program, who gets hit hardest? You already know. There's bipartisan talk of bridge funding, but any new law might not kick in until July 1st. That's 4 months of people potentially losing medication. This is not budget discipline. Y'all playing with motherfuckers' lives, okay? This is some sick ass shit, and y'all wonder why I got beef with this goddamn country. That's with that damn state. That's why. Right there. That's why. Moving on. This one right here. You dirty ass best. I don't understand why you always want to touch people. I don't understand it. Stop touching people. Nobody wants you touching them. Hold on. Nobody asked you to touch them. They didn't walk up to you and say, come touch me. They was minding their damn business, and here y'all come touching folks. This story made my stomach turn. A viral video shows a white woman physically taking an electric skateboard from a young black boy in a parking lot. The child is crying, pleading, calling her, ma'am, please, trying to get a hold of his own property. She's demanding a bill of sale like he's a grown man at a dealership. Ma'am, he's a child. What is happening here? According to the boy's mother, the woman thought that the skateboard belonged to her own child because it was a similar model. The mother says that the woman even tried to hit her son with her vehicle before grabbing the board. Then the woman called the police on him. Now here's where hey Joker. Hey girl. Now here's where the system tells on itself. The mother says officers returned the skateboard to her son, but the woman was allowed to leave. And then the mother asked if grabbing her child's property counted as a crime. She says an officer responded that it wasn't because the woman assumed it was her son's assumption. So assumption is saving this goofy ass motherfucker who basically did libel, talking about the boy stole it. That's libel, motherfucker. The hypothetical ended the conversation real quick, according to her account. This is the same old power dynamic. Adult entitlement, black childhood criminalized, and law enforcement acting like emotional harm doesn't count unless it works to the right people. Bitch. And while social media... Oh no, girl, it's all right. And while social media wants the woman identified and arrested, there's no verified confirmation of charges as of the reporting cited. The biggest question is simply, why did a parking lot full of adults watch a child cry while an adult woman tugged his property away like she was repossessing it? And a child saying please should stop everybody in their tracks unless the system trained them not to hear black children's fear. This is some sick shit. I promise you, if I was the mother, I would have hit him. I would have hit her right in the head. Look at that heifer. She got a box body. Bitch, please. How come he can't have one too? Oh, I can't with these people. But that's it for the fuck around and find out portion. Hey Joker, I finally released one of the FBA television show. I finally let out one of the episodes. I posted it. It got posted around 3 today, so go check it out. And it's basically like a 6 to 7 minute video telling you the ups, downs, the vibe, and what the rating is. For it. It's a little janky. I'm still working on it. The next one will be a little bit better. But let me know how you feel about that one first. Because if it ain't worth it, I'm not going to do it. Anyways, we're about to go ahead and move on to Black History. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and do my commercial again. As always, if you like what I'm doing, please go ahead and subscribe, subscribe, share. Do what you got to do. Comment. Just don't come at me crazy, okay? That's all I'm asking. So here's my commercial, and I'll be right back with Black History. Give me a second here. Okay, there it goes.
It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the. It's just me and the fam. Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little Tay-Tay, that's my hype girl, that's my mascot. Little ones go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with them racks out. Stay inside the house, turn.
Yo, it's too many, ayy, it's too many.
Yo, it's too many, it's too many lies. Look in my eyes, they know I'm the truth. Knocking them down every time I step in the booth. We ain't got a lie, they know we the vibe, we living in proof. It's young conscious, shoot my life a movie, I live in a spoof. Ain't no sticking around, I'm on the move, I'm checking the dudes. Yeah, it's only us two, so you know we copping that coupe. We on the roof, smoking dope, look at the view. Yeah, we used to chill on the stoop, now we out here breaking the news. It ain't shit you.
All right, so let's talk about this week in Black History, February 25th to March 3rd. Let's do some Black history with some real weight on it, because our history isn't just first Black person to do a thing. It's survival, strategy, brilliance, and sometimes horror. February 25th, 1851, the first Black Women's Rights Convention in Akron, Ohio, featuring Sojourner Truth. That's not just a footnote. That's Black women organizing liberation while the country was still debating whether we qualified as human beings. Look how the hell we always fighting for people. Also, February 25th, Muhammad Ali, then Cassius Clay, if his mama called him Cassius Clay, I'ma call him Cassius Clay, becomes heavyweight champion 1964. That moment was athletic excellence, but also a symbol of unapologetic Black confidence that shook America. February 26, Dr. Carter G. Woodson launches what becomes Black History Month through Negro History Week. His point wasn't vibes, his point was power. If you don't know what your people built, you're easier to control. I wish he had picked December. I really wish he had picked December. February 27th, Prince Hall's probable birthday, father of Black Masons, and Charlotte E. Ray becomes the first Black woman lawyer in the U.S. Then reality hits. Racism and sexism limited her ability to practice, so she pivoted. That's Black history too. Talent meeting barriers and still finding a way. Which is okay. February 28th, a slave revolt in Long Island in 1708, followed by brutal punishment. People get uncomfortable with these parts, but you should be uncomfortable. That discomfort is the truth knocking, okay? And February 28th, 1879, the Exodus of 1879. Thousands of Black folks moving to Kansas and the Midwest, organizing by Benjamin Pap Singleton, chasing land and safety under the Homestead era. That's a reminder. Migration as resistance is a Black tradition. That's why the hell I keep moving around, god dang it. If I don't like it, I usually leave the country, but I'm broke this time, so, you know, can't do that this time. Hold on, here we go. March 1st, give me a second. The Jamaican Maroons force the British into a peace treaty and gain land. Guerrilla warfare, self-determination, freedom carved out by people who refuse to be owned. So if you're feeling like we need to build our own systems, understand you're not imagining that. Our ancestors did exactly that over and over. Whenever society refused to protect us, this is the blueprint, y'all. Just letting you know, we find a way, god dang it, we find a way. Moving on, because I'm telling you, I got a lot of history stuff here, and I got a lot of health, too. I'm not even going to lie, I got a lot of health, but not as many stories as, Thursday. Moving on. These are the most positive events that happened during Black History Month, because I had to find something positive. The last few shows, it was like, the fuck is going on? This is dismal as hell. So here we go with the most positive things that happened during Black History Month, since these motherfuckers time this shit so well. It'd be pissing me off. I think they time it on purpose. Anyways, now for the look what we've done portion, because Black excellence is not motivational posters, it's documented. Tuskegee Airmen inducted in 1942, the 332nd Fighter Group. They escorted bomber missions in World War II and earned a reputation for protecting aircrafts with notable low losses. They fought 2 wars at once against the enemy abroad and racism at home. Nelson Mandela released February 11, 1990. After 27 years, a full-grown adult could be born, finish school, and start a career in the time he was locked away. Then he becomes president 4 years later. That's political stamina. Hattie McDaniel, first black Oscar winner in 1940s, and yes, the role was wrapped in racist Hollywood limitations, but she broke a barrier in an industry designed to exclude her. That's tension, and it's real, and it's true, okay? Ryan Coogler, making history at the BAFTAs for the original screenplay, proof that black storytelling keeps expanding and winning, even when gatekeepers act surprised every single time like it's new. The NAACP was founded in 1909, born out of terror, riots, and racial violence, built to fight the system in courtrooms and policy. The organization didn't exist for comfort. It existed because white supremacy needed an opponent with paperwork. And Joseph Searles III was the first black member of the New York Stock Exchange in 1970, kicking open the door that Wall Street bolted shut for generations. This is why Black History isn't 1 month. It's an operating system of survival in hostile environments. We didn't just make history, we made a way, okay? So that's some positive stuff, because I got tired of all these damn stories just talking about what the hell we got to deal with because some orange fucking orangutan decided to fuck off on shit. Now, here's a story I did not realize. I'm just going to go straight to it because I didn't even think about it. I didn't realize it. Apparently, we all hate tipping culture, but did you know it's rooted in slavery? I did not know that. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about tipping because people are tired of tipping. But the real issue is America is tired of paying workers. Tipping, as we know it, took off in the U.S. after wealthy Americans brought a European master serf custom back in the mid-1800s. Y'all motherfuckers, y'all started that bullshit. That's why this country's so fucked up now. Anyways, early on, a lot of folks hated it. They saw it as classist and degrading. Pay for the meal, then perform gratitude with extra money. People tried to outlaw tipping. There was literally an anti-tipping movement, and it lost. Why? Because after slavery, give me a second here. I hate when I'm working on two systems. It's irritating as hell. All right, here we go. All right. Because slavery ended in law. The labor exploitation simply changed outfits. Newly freed black people were pushed into service work, rail porters, barbers, waiters, domestic work. In many cases, employers didn't pay a real wage. Workers survived on tips. So tipping became a payroll strategy. Customers subsidize wages. Owners keep profits. Workers gamble on generosity. Fast forward, tipped workers today are more likely to be people of color, more likely to experience poverty when working full-time work, and more vulnerable to wage theft and unstable income. Data also shows persistent wage gaps. Black women serve earning less than white men in similar roles. That's race and gender hitting together. Meanwhile, the federal tip minimum wage sits at $2.13 an hour, unchanged for decades, and that states that keep low tipped wage tend to show higher poverty rates among tipped workers compared to states that require full minimum wage before tips. Now we've got tipping fatigue because the tip screen is everywhere. Self-serve kiosks. If I got to do it, I'm not giving you no fucking tip. Fuck that. Kiosks asking for 30% takeout, prompting 25%, and sometimes screens suggesting tips that look like they were calculated by a villain. Here's my stance. Don't blame workers for a system built to underpay them. Blame owners and lawmakers who keep wages low, make the public responsible for payroll. You can feel tired and still recognize the history. Tipping in America is not just annoying, it's rooted in post-slavery labor exploitation. I did not know any of this. If folks want tipping to be optional again, then wages need to be mandatory. I know that's damn right. When I found out about that shit, I hurried up and quit those fucking jobs. I was like, no, No, I can't live off of this because, damn it, I'm not the most cheeriest person in the world. I already know you motherfuckers gonna have an issue with me. So, no. Anyways, moving on. Still with the history stuff, and it's a little education too. Teaching black history shouldn't start with teaching black first. I'll tell you right now, god dang it. I get stuff confused because I be thinking I learned this stuff from school. Then come to find out I learned it from my family. My family be doing that. They be teaching me. Then they've done it since I was a little girl. They both teaching me black history and shit. I'm telling you. I didn't have no rest from that shit. And well, it's not shit, but you know what I'm saying. Let's get into something we celebrate every February like it's the only way black genius exists. The first black person to do XYZ in a white institution. Now listen, I respect barrier breakers. Jackie Robinson had nerves of steel. Sidney Poitier carried himself with royalty. W.E.B. Du Bois could outthink rooms full of folks who thought he shouldn't be in the building. But here's the critique. When black history starts and ends with black first, it quietly centers white spaces as the final judge of our greatness. And that's why I'm always irritated by that. Hold on. I would tip you, friend, and I don't tip anyone. Thank you. That's so nice. Because I'm telling you right now, I damn well don't like having to smile and grin on command. I've never been able to do that shit. You try to tell me to smile, I'll actually mean mug your ass just for that shit. Anyways, I respect all of these people doing that, but the critique is that we got to get out of that. That's why I always get a little irritated when I kind of find another first for us. It's like, why are we just getting to this? Anyways, Jackie Robinson wasn't the only star. The Negro Leagues were full of talent that could have dominated Major League Baseball if racism wasn't running the front office. Sidney Poitier was already brilliant in the black theaters before Hollywood handed him a trophy. Du Bois wasn't invented at Harvard. He was a mind at Fisk before the elite stamp. Oh, hey, Terry. As critics, let's see here now. As culture, where was I? God dang it. But here, I missed where I was. God dang it. Scripts. All right. So when schools teach black history like we became important when white spaces recognized us, it sends a nasty message. Black excellence isn't only real if it's validated by white approval. And that's how the white gaze stays centered. It's also how black spaces get treated like the minor leagues of life, as if our institutions are lesser and success only counts when it happens in theirs. But black history isn't what we do in their rooms. Black history is what we've done for each other, building schools, churches, newspapers, mutual aid movements, culture, and survival strategies in a world that keeps trying to delete us. Carter G. Woodson didn't create Negro History Week so we could beg for permission to be remembered. He created it because we deserve a record that doesn't need white institutional approval. So yes, honor the first, but don't let them become a trap that shrinks black history down to moments when white spaces finally stop blocking the doors for minutes. That's all I'm saying, for 5 minutes, because I seriously, do you realize how many of us are back there in the line, in the shadows? You got one talented motherfucker, but don't even realize there's about 15 more right behind his ass. You just got to him and you thought that was all that was. There's no rarity in that. Sometimes motherfuckers come in triplicate and duplicate and then come in groups, okay? That's all I'm saying. So stop thinking that just one. That's why I get irritated when I'm like, what the fuck? A first? Now? Shit, we should have been through that. Anyways, this next one is kind of like good news, but it's also historical. So, you know, whatever. Hold on, give me a second here now. There you go. So Civil Rights TV launches in Selma as the world's first 24/7 civil rights television network. Hell yeah. About damn time. So let's talk about it. Now this right here, this is interesting. Arizona informant Civil Rights TV just launched as a 24-hour network dedicated to civil rights history, education, and future equity. And it's running on OTT streaming platform, meaning it's built for the cord-cutting world. Give me a second here. Oh, thank you. That was better. It debuted out of Selma, Alabama. Yes, Selma, because if you're launching civil rights programming, you don't do that from a random corporate boardroom with beige carpets. You do that from a sacred ground. Would you say? Okay. They're positioning it as both an archive and a living platform. So not just here's the old footage, but also here's what civil rights looks like right now. And the timing is perfect because access to technology is starting to function like a civil rights issue all by itself. When AI shapes what people see and misinformation spreads faster than truth, whoever controls media pipelines controls reality. The network says it's using broadcast efficient OTT architecture to reduce bandwidth and energy use, basically trying to stream 24/7 without breaking the internet or turning into power-hungry monsters. That's smart because traditional live streaming at scale can get expensive, congested, and messy. They also said something I love. They're relying heavily on black press for the archives and independent voices because the black press has receipts mainstream America never kept. And we all know the internet doesn't automatically preserve black history with care. If Civil Rights TV becomes a place where black stories aren't treated like special interest programming, but as a central American reality, that's a win. Because we are a sidebar. Because we are not a sidebar. We are the syllabus. God dang it, it's about damn time we have that. I told you, just like we need to go ahead and get some other platforms to counteract a lot of this bullshit that be playing in our faces. Now, this next story is more of a business story, and it's an update. As I always have been reporting about this Uncle Nearest alcohol stuff. Now she got something else going on, so let's check out what she got to say. Give me just a second. All right. Okay, I didn't take a picture of it, so give me a second. I need to go get the picture. Give me just a minute. I knew I forgot. Every damn time there's something always wrong, no matter what. God dang it. Give me a second. Use this one. Because this is annoying. There it is. Alright, there we go. That might not be the right one. No, that's not the right one. What happened? I like that intro music to this segment. Oh, cool. Thank you. Hold on. Give me a second. This is updated. I don't know shit about that. Let me go find that damn story. I'm irritated because I got the story and now it's shook me. Okay, there we go. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Alright, so Uncle Nearest Fawn Weaver facing bombshell $20 million accusation for receivership weeks before judge's ruling. Oh Lord, why does this woman keep getting her ass in trouble? I don't know. But every time I see something about her, I'm going to keep y'all updated. So let's get into the business drama because this one is complicated and stakes are huge. A judge is expected to decide next month what happens with receivership battle involving Uncle Nearest and the Nearest Green, the black-owned bourbon brand tied to important historical legacy. Here's the setup. A lender says the company defaulted on $100 million in debt. A court-appointed receiver stepped in. Fawn Weaver and Keith Weaver are fighting to regain control. Meanwhile, the receiver is trying to expand authority over multiple Weaver-owned assets, arguing it's necessary for stability. I don't like how that sounds either. The receiver, Philip Young, filed a... God dang it, stop moving around. Shit. Well, whatever. The receiver, Philip Young, filed a motion alleging asset hiding through another Weaver business with claims tied to the farm credit and about $20 million in loans reportedly signed by Fawn Weaver. He also points to hundreds of transfers across accounts that suggest committing funds, basically saying the business is operated like one big pot and should be managed as one under receivership. There's also a Martha Vineyards property bought using lender money. The receiver argues it's a financial liability because it costs a lot to maintain and doesn't generate revenue, even though it reportedly received multiple full price offers. All right, so then you have, excuse me, I'm trying to get my shit up here. All right. There we go. Then you have other properties, including a warehouse possibly headed toward auction due to a separate foreclosure. Previous filings reportedly claimed the company was insolvent, owed over $220 million, and hadn't filed taxes returns since 2018. That's fucked up, man. That's the kind of line that makes lenders start sweating through their shirts. The Weavers push back, saying the company is solvent, saying the receiver hasn't found evidence of fraud by management, and claiming sales dropped because of receivership itself. They also argued their other businesses should not be pulled into receivership. The big takeaway, this is not just gossip. It's cautionary tales about rapid scaling, complicated financing, and what happens when lenders and courts get involved in your business operations. We should want black-owned brands to win, and we can still be honest. Big money debts come with big money control. A decision is expected in March. This one is going to ripple through black enterprise conversations for a while. So, yeah, I don't know what to tell you, but I'm going to keep reporting on her ass because, yeah, she keep doing stuff. I don't know why her ass likes to be in the news, but since I'm already here, this is the next goddamn story. Chicago honors Reverend Jesse Jackson as memorial service begin. So, Chicago is saying goodbye to Reverend Jesse Jackson Sr., and it's a serious moment. A public farewell began at Rainbow Push Coalition headquarters in Washington, D.C., and then South Carolina, where he was born. Jesse Jackson was a protege of Dr. King, a two-time presidential candidate, and a major figure in Chicago's political and civil rights life. His mantra, "I am somebody," didn't just inspire, it fortified people who lived in a country that tried to make them feel like nothing. Mayor Brandon Johnson called him a freedom fighter, philosopher, and a faithful shepherd. Reverend Al Sharpton said the work now falls on the rest of us. Basically, the torch is not decorative. You pick it up or you let it burn out. Jackson's son, Jesse Jackson Jr., thanked supporters and urged people to step away from division long enough to reflect on his father's life. There's a tall order in America, but the point stands. Legacy deserves attention beyond partisan screaming. Now, here's the petty part that still matters. The family requested that Jackson lie in honor at the U.S. Rotunda, and the request was denied by House Speaker Mike Johnson. Of course, jackass. Fucking asshole. So let's call it what it is. America loves black leadership. Give me a second here. When it's convenient. But when it comes time to grant symbolic honor, at the highest level, the gatekeeping shows up. Still, the people are honoring him. Memorial plans include a people celebration on March 6th and services on March 7th. And that's fitting. Jesse Jackson's power never came from permission. It came from the people. These motherfuckers are dirty as hell. That's all I can say. They're some dirty motherfuckers. So we're now about to go ahead and move into education, see what's going on, because I got at least 3 stories on that shit. And we got to pay attention because, you know, we're going to lose our kids. We're going to lose our kids any other way. What's going on here? Can y'all still hear me? I hope so. Give me a second. Shit just went down. Okay, yeah. My mic is still on. Good. All right, so let's go ahead and begin that one. So, black teens lead in AI use for schoolwork, Pew survey shows. This one is one of those stories that sound techie, but it's really about the education system failing kids and then acting surprised when they find a workaround. Data shows black teenagers are using AI tools for schoolwork at higher rates than white teens. A Pew survey in 2024 found about 26% of U.S. teens use ChatGPT for schoolwork, up from 13% the year before. More than half of the teens overall are using AI chatbots for homework help, like research and assignment support. Let me see. Okay, cool. I was worried about that. But black and Hispanic teens are more likely than white teens to use it, and black teens are more likely to say it's extremely or very helpful. Some are using it for a large share of their work. Now here's the question. Why? Dr. Jose Luis Vilson from EduColor suggests that this might reflect unequal access to tutoring, mentoring, and academic support. In plain language, if you can't afford extra help, you find it where you can. And if school is under-resourced, you'll use tools to catch up. So if educators respond by banning AI without addressing the underlying support gap, they're basically saying, we won't help you and you can't help yourself either. That's something to think about. At the same time, there are valid concerns: cheating, weakened critical thinking, learning loss, and the fact that AI can carry implicit bias that shapes educational outcomes. AI isn't neutral. It can reflect historical inequities embedded in data. Vilson's point is smart. AI can be like grammar check on steroids. It can produce smart-sounding work without building actual skills. Real learning requires understanding, not just output. So the best path isn't panic. It isn't embrace. What you say? Hold on. Let me say. Oh, okay. It's supervised, equitable integration plus real academic support for black and brown students. So AI becomes a tool, not a crutch. Because data isn't just about teens and tech. It's about whether the education system makes black students feel like they have a future for preparing for. Yeah, that's how we mostly did it. That's why we had to learn the Dewey Decimal System. Moving on. Black schools are improving fast. It's not enough. At least we're improving some shit. So, the latest data is confirming what black parents, black teachers, and black students have been saying since 2020. When the world shut down, our schools got hit the hardest, and the comeback hasn't been equal. A new study looking at standardized test records from over 9,300 schools compared fall 2019 to fall 2024. They defined a school as recovered if it matched or beat its pre-academic average, and the results are ugly. Only about 1 in 3 schools nationally covered in either math or reading. Only one in 7 recovered in both. Now, here's the part that matters. Schools serving mostly black students made the biggest gains since 2020, but they're still the least likely to be fully recovered. Why? because the decline they started from was deeper. The study basically says black schools had a bigger hole to climb out of. Only 13 predominantly black schools recovered in both reading and math. Majority white schools were at 16%. Majority Asian schools were at 19%. So yes, progress is happening, but progress can still leave you behind if the starting line was shoved 20 feet back. One major factor the researcher points to, black serving schools stayed closed longer. A lot of these schools are in big urban districts that got slammed early for COVID and reopened later. Longer closures meant more learning disruption, and the racial learning gap widened. Federal ESSER funding, that $190 million in emergency school relief, helped. Schools used it for tutoring, longer learning time, staffing support. Research suggests it improves black school student scores. But the money expired in 2024, right around when the study's data was collected. Meaning we're now entering the era of you better recover without the resources we used to fund recovery. That's like telling people to rebuild a house after a hurricane, then snatching the tools mid-swing. Give me a second. I can't take it anymore. Okay, that's better. If we want real recovery, it can't be a one-time stimulus. It has to be sustained investment, especially in schools that carried the heaviest losses. Otherwise, learning becomes a permanent policy choice. And that's true. So, that's it for education. We're going to try and look at some other good news because we don't get it a lot. And I guess it's a little celebrity, but, I'm just going to leave it at that. Before I continue, though, I'm going to go ahead and shout out this company. It is black owned. If you like CBD, if you like your lips popping, check her out. And then I'm going to do my light commercial. And we'll be back with this news. So check this out. That's CBD Honey Lips. You can find her on Twitch, Threads, and Instagram. All right, moving on. Here goes my light commercial. If you like what I'm doing, or if you don't like what I'm doing and you need to tell me something, hit me up in the comments. If you do like what I'm doing, like, subscribe, share, get my word out, because I'm trying to get black woke out, because damn it, they done bastardized woke. Check this out.
It's just me and the fam. 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 Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little Tay-Tay, that's my hype girl, that's my mascot. Little ones go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with them racks out. Stay inside the house, turned.
Alright, so this is kind of like celebrity news. Sinners, Kendrick Lamar, and Cardi B headline the winners at the 57th NAACP Image Awards. So let's check that out, okay? Oh, Salt and Pepper, Coleman Domingo, and Viola Davis were also honored. That is great. So, now the 57th NAACP Image Awards went down February 28th in Pasadena, hosted by Dion Cole. And it was one of those nights where black talent didn't ask permission to be celebrated. First, let's give it up for the structure. Some winners were announced earlier on, then the main show brought the big moments. Viola Davis got the Chairman Award, And that's what honoring a career looks like when you're not waiting on institutions that discover us once every damn decade. The bigger winner was Sinners. It collected awards all week and took major trophies on the main night. Outstanding motion picture, directing, writing, acting, ensemble cast, cinematography, stunt ensemble score, soundtrack, basically a sweep. All I can say is, damn it, that movie makes me cry. And it's supposed to be a horror movie, but I still love it. Anyways. Michael B. Jordan won Outstanding Actor and also Entertainer of the Year. Abbott Elementary took Outstanding Comedy Series with Quinta Brunson and others winning in key categories. Now, let me be honest. I'm not here to like awards equal value. Awards are still industry politics with a shiny wrapper, okay? But the NAACP Image Awards do something different than the usual gatekeeper ceremonies. They center black audiences, black culture impact, black standards of excellence. That matters because we've watched too many mainstream shows treat black work like a trend they found on the side of the road. Also, shout out to Gracie's Corner winning in children's programming, an animated series, because black kids deserve to see themselves in joy, not just in struggle. So this isn't a celebrity worship segment, but this is a we recognize our own segment, okay? Because I definitely not a stand, not one bit. Unless you talking about that damn chair from the Alabama brawl. That's all I can say. But anyways, because our excellence doesn't need translation. Now moving on, we're about to go ahead and get into celebrity stuff. So we're going to start light. I guess this would be light. I don't know. You tell me. Let me go ahead and bring it down and get the numbers right. Here we go.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Lauren London says Nipsey Hussle knew one day he'd have an intersection dedicated to him. This one hits different because it's not just about a name on a street sign. It's a statement. On February 28th, the intersection of Slauson and Crenshaw in Los Angeles was officially renamed Nipsey Hussle Square. That is so nice. The corner wasn't a backdrop for him. It was part of his blueprint. Lauren London shared that Nipsey spoke this into existence years ago. She remembered him saying, "One day they're going to name this whole section after me." That's manifestation with receipts. I wonder if I thought they was married, real talk. This is where he sold his first mixtapes. This is where he opened the Marathon clothing store in 2017. After his murder in 2019, that store became the headquarters of the Neighborhood Nip Foundation. So the location matters. This isn't some random honorary thing downtown where nobody from the neighborhood ever goes. This is rooted. The ceremony included his brother Black Sam, who manages the Marathon brand, and city leaders like the mayor and council members. Black Sam said something powerful. The real story isn't written in metal, it's written in what remains, and that's the key. Legacy isn't the sign. Legacy is the infrastructure left behind. Businesses, community investment, institutions that keep moving even when the person is gone. Nipsey's story is still painful, but that square is a reminder that black community vision can outlive violence. If we protect what we build, and yes, we should honor more black leaders while they're still here to see it, that would be nice for once. Real talk, I think Nipsey could have been the damn leader we needed, and I think the motherfuckers possibly knew that shit. He probably could have started a fucking revolt. We probably could have had who knows what that man would have possibly been able to do. Now, that was light. Now we're going to get into messy. I don't understand this shit. Every other week they're in the damn news, so here they come again. Check this one out. Let me go get this one to the side so y'all see it. Ready? Here we go. Let's work. Come on, goddang it.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Candy Burris called out AI post imitating her voice to spread misinformation about her divorce. What the hell is going on with this? So, we're covering this the useful way. AI misinformation is getting out of control, and this is a clean example of how it works. Candy Burr says she's been seeing constant fake AI posts tied to her divorce, and one finally pushed her over the edge. An AI generated a voice that sounded like her delivering a whole message she never said. She posted basically like, "This is ridiculous." And honestly, she's right. Because once people can clone your voice, the rumor mill will become a weapon. That is so fucking scary. Today it's celebrity drama. Tomorrow it's political candidates. Next week it's a teacher. After that it's somebody's mother yelling, getting scammed because you called them from a fake number crying for help. Damn. Yeah, AI has a lot of stuff, but the problem is a lot of people are leaning to the negative shit, and that's where it's getting scary. Like that fucking drunk, allegedly, in the Pentagon. Whatever. That secretary asshole. But moving on, let me go ahead and say that anyways. Let's see. AI voice cloning turns "I heard it from her mouth" into meaningless evidence, and the legal side hasn't caught up. People can generate a fake audio clip, slap it on a video, and by the time you disprove it, the lie has already done cardio around the internet. I ain't gonna even lie. When I do my other videos, I be having like other things up in there. Like I use voice changes and shit because I just don't feel like it matches the video. But I definitely am not trying to use a human voice. All the voices I use are voices that you know damn well shouldn't be used by a human. So you know it's not a human voice. But this last video, the FBA Exodus, I need to there will be a different voice because that one I didn't like the sound of it, but I had already rendered it and did everything and I didn't want to do it again, so pardon me for that one. Anyways, here's the legal side that hasn't caught up. People can generate a fake audio clip, slap it on a video, and by the time you prove it, like I said that. So here's what matters for you. Audio is no longer proof. Screenshots are not proof. It went viral is not proof. If a claim doesn't come from an official account, a verified interview, or a different statement with traceable sourcing, treat it like suspicious Craigslist listings, okay? I do that all the time. I be getting fucking emails from motherfuckers talking about I owe money. I go check their email and I see all these numbers and shit. I'm like, that ain't you. That ain't you. And I report that shit. Anyways, this is exactly why we need stronger digital rights protections, not just for celebrities, for regular folks who don't have PR teams, lawyers, or platforms big enough to correct the record. That's why I'm in cybersecurity now. Because misinformation loves the same thing racism loves: chaos and confusion. Okay, that is it for the celebrity news. If you're not interested in black health, go on ahead and see your way out, because the next few stories have to do with health, and then we got a palate cleanser or two, and then we got a train wreck of a fashion show if you're interested. Anyways, let's go ahead and begin with the health.
We are at war.
Cancer care isn't equal, and black patients pay the price. Why is it always us? It's seriously a question. Why the fuck is it always us? Shit. Anyways, cancer doesn't discriminate, but the healthcare system absolutely does. Black Americans face worse outcomes for nearly every type and stage of cancer, not because our bodies are built different, but because access, treatment, pathways, and follow-up care are not equal. The numbers in your notes say it plainly. Black men have about 4% higher incidence of cancer than white men, but a 16% higher death rate. Black women have a 9% lower incidence than white women, yet a 10% higher death rate. I'd rather be in the goddamn other situation than the death rate. Shit. The gap screams inequity. One solution being pushed is expanding supportive cancer care that treats the whole person, not just the tumor. That includes symptom management, counseling, insurance, navigation, transportation coordination, that's a lot of words, Caregiver support, the real life stuff that determines whether a person can actually complete treatment. Because here's your chemo schedule means nothing if the patient can't get to an appointment, can't afford time off work, can't manage side effects alone, or doesn't trust the system enough to ask for help. You know, I make so many mistakes reading this shit. Ain't no way I could be AI. This is just a goddamn 3D image and a clumsy ass black woman on the other side. Anyways, where was I? Okay. Trust in real factors, historical medical abuse, and ongoing bias create hesitation and delays. Delays mean later diagnosis. Later diagnosis means tougher outcomes. Supportive cancer care isn't just kind, it's effective. Patients who receive it are less likely to end up in the ER and spend fewer days hospitalized. Better symptom management improves quality of life and outcomes, and yet only about 15% of cancer patients use these supportive services. That's an access problem there. The call here is simple. Supportive cancer care should be standard statewide, not a privilege based on zip code. Policymakers, health systems, and insurers need to treat equity like a requirement, not a donation. Black people deserve care that is complete, respectful, and actually built to help us live, not just survive on paper, okay? So keep that in mind. But we're going to continue this because, like I said, we're in the health portion, and this one right here really resonates with me because I care a lot about this. Black experts reveal maternal health secrets you need to know. Let's talk about the black maternal health crisis in America because it's not sad news. It's policy, bias, and history showing up in the hospital rooms. Black women are still disproportionately dying from pregnancy-related causes compared to white women. That's not because we're reckless or uninformed. It's because the system treats our pain like background noise, underestimates symptoms, and too often delays our care. For some reason, I don't know why, the darker you are, I guess you're supposed to be some kind of monster, some titan that is invisible. They think you can take shit, always fucking with you, and then it gets engraved in your family, and then anytime you say I'm hurting, they tell you some stupid shit like it's just gas. Meanwhile, your fucking organs are rupturing and shit. And then they're, oh, I didn't know. Motherfuck! Anyways, let's continue. And the mistrust earned. The history of gynecology in this country includes black women being exploited and experimented on during slavery and well into the 20th century. I didn't know I was actually somehow related DNA-wise to Henrietta Lacks, but her family finally got settlement, so I'm glad for that. Anyways, I ain't never met those people, but my DNA and the damn trip that it went through shows I'm related to her some kind of way. Anyways, black women have been exploited and experimented on during slavery and well into the 20th century. Our bodies were treated like research material instead of humans deserving protection. That's why the 5th annual Day of Reckoning conference matters. It's happened. Well, it already happened. It happened. It's still going. It ended today. It was from February 26th to today in Montgomery and Birmingham, 2 cities that already carry civil rights weight, and the focus is equitable maternal health, reproductive justice, and bodily autonomy for black women. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm still looking for a doula that takes Medicaid. Shit. The leaders behind it cover multiple lanes. Michelle Broder, creator of Mothers of Gynecology Monument, is pushing community-rooted healing and policy change, including how Medicaid and Medicare impact real people. Dr. Camille Clare, ACOG president-elect, is talking patient-centered care, shared decision-making, and humility in medicine. She's basically saying, if you want trust, you earn it by listening and respecting the patient in front of you. Queen Afua, brings the holistic approach, saying healing starts long before conception, stress reduction, spiritual cleansing, wellness homes, intergenerational trauma work, because the womb doesn't live in isolation for the rest of life. And I like the balance here. We need doctors doing evidence-based care with accountability, and we need community-based wellness that doesn't treat black women like machines expected to survive trauma quietly. The political climate makes this even more urgent. Healthcare access is shifting, rights are being questioned, and black women need more than inspirational quotes. We need systems that keep us alive. This isn't a conference, this is a demand for dignity. That's all I gotta say about it. But we ain't done. We keep on moving with the health. Next story up. 4 black scientists using genetics and technology to improve our future health outcomes. So I'm putting it in the ether, because watch somebody try to bury their damn success. Has anybody heard about the damn 20-something-year-old who figured out how to make plastic into fuel? We ain't heard from him in a minute. I'm worried about him. Anyways, we're going to shift to black brilliance in science, and science has to do with health. Not the first black person to be tolerated kind, but the kind that moves medicine forward. One major point: diseases and treatment responses can vary between people of African ancestry and European ancestry, and yet people of African ancestry are still underrepresented in clinical studies. That creates gaps in knowledge, misdiagnosis, and treatments that aren't optimized for everybody. I hope he is safe. Me too. So highlight the scientists doing the work. Dr. Georgia Dunstan, founding director of the National Human Genome Center at Howard University, focused on understanding genetic differences in diseases affecting the black community, including diabetes, asthma, and cancer. She looked at African populations partly because they hold immense genetic variations, and she pushed research calibrations nationally and globally. Like I said. Then we got Dr. Rick Kittles. Let me push this up. Geneticist and health equity expert, has focused on prostate cancer and how ancestry and genetics intersect with disparities. He's also been loud about increasing black participation in clinical trials. He co-founded African Ancestry, which is culturally significant because it speaks directly to black folks whose lineage was disrupted by slavery. I want to go check that out. Dr. Janina Jeff, bioinformatics scientist at Illumina, brings the tech lens using genetics and computer science to build tools that sort of interpret genomic data. She also makes work accessible with her podcast, In Those Genes. Genes is spelled like Genes, you know what I'm saying? Using hip-hop culture as a bridge, because science education should not require you to cosplay as somebody else to belong. Seriously, it doesn't. Dr. Hadia Nicole Green, medical physicist, developed a cancer treatment approach using nanotechnology and lasers that reportedly killed cancer in mice in 15 days. She founded the Aura Lee Cancer Foundation to push toward human trials and affordability, because discovery without access doesn't equal justice. This is what black science looks like: research, equity, translation, and community impact. And it also exposes the question nobody wants to answer. If black people are underrepresented in studies, who exactly is standard medicine designed for? Keep you thinking about that. Don't just celebrate black scientists. Fund them. Include us. Protect our data and get the outcomes up. That's what I say. Anyways, we're going to keep on with the health. So check this next story out, won't you? Ah, god dang it, it didn't work. Anyways. Yeah, I hope they do too. So now hypertension bites exposes a silent threat. I have that, so shit. It's basically high blood pressure. Why? Because I'm stressed the fuck out. Now for something practical, your audience, immediately we can use this. High blood pressure. Nearly half of U.S. adults are living with it, and a lot of people don't know until a stroke, heart issue, or kidney problem forces them to learn the hard way. It's called the silent killer because it often has no obvious symptoms. Under current guidelines, uncontrolled blood pressure is readings at or above 130 over 80. Not 180, not only if you feel sick, 130 over 80. Dr. Yolanda Lawson says early signs can be easy to dismiss. Fatigue, headaches, dizziness, visual challenges, nosebleeds, chest pain. There are check your pressure today signs, not wait and see signs, okay? There's a new initiative called Hypertension Bites from the Hypertension Control Alliance, supported by the CDC Foundation of Partners. I hope those motherfuckers have nothing to do with RFK. Please, Junior, please don't. The whole angle is realistic steps, not perfection cosplay. 3 basic rules over here. 1, measure. Know your numbers, track them, and share with your provider. 2, build habits. Move your body in ways you can actually sustain. Reduce sodium. Manage stress like your life depends on it, because it does. That's why I'm not expecting to live very long. Ooh, I'm so stressed. 3, treat. Medication isn't failure. Many people need it even with lifestyle changes. For black adults, especially black women, stress, bias in healthcare, structural inequities raise risk. If you don't feel heard at appointments, bring a support person or switch providers. Nobody gets to play with your health because they're having a lazy day. Simple food truth: sodiums hides in chips, cold cuts, fast food, processed meat. Read labels. Aim low. Rinse canned veggies. Season with herbs and spices. And movement doesn't need a gym membership. Brisk walking, dancing, jump rope, cycling, anything that gets you moving consistently. High blood pressure is treatable. Controlling it helps prevent heart disease, stroke, kidney failure, and dementia. This is one of the biggest you can actually change it outcome top health topics. Your assignment is to check your pressure this week for real. Got it? Cause shit, we need to know that shit. I gotta go to the doctor Tuesday. I gotta go somewhere else tomorrow. So shit, I gotta go steam some clothes to look proper. Now, that's it for that. We're about to go ahead and move into the palate cleanser. I'll ask one more time. Is anyone interested in dragging some train wreck of fashions? Otherwise, I'm going to go fuck off. Don't think I'm playing. I'm about to go play my commercial. I'll be right back. Give me an answer by the time I get back.
It's just me and the fam. 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 Yeah, it's just me and the fam. See my little Tay-Tay, that's my hype girl, that's my mascot. Little ones go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with them racks out. Stay inside the house, turned.
Okay, cool, we'll do that. So let's talk about this shit right here. Maine, sharply dressed cat rescued from Maine roof. What the hell is, what? Let's talk about it. Okay, so firefighters in Lewiston, Maine rescued a tuxedo cat who somehow ended up about 40 feet up on a steep roof. Engine 3 crew came through with a ladder, Lieutenant Rob Gayton and Private Dennis Everson, and did the whole caution approach because cats can choose violence. They really can. But this cat, calm, walked up, sniffed his hand, and got scooped like fine, whatever. Then came the descent. The cat meowed nonstop. the whole way down, and the firefighter basically said the cat sounded irritated that his rooftop adventure was over. I'm telling you, that cat knew some shit. I'm just saying. Them fucking animals, y'all please keep playing around. Them goddamn animals know what the fuck they doing. I be watching these cats around here. They be talking to each other. I don't know what they be saying, but they be talking. I think that cat was sending out a signal. I told y'all I'm keeping my eyes on these goddamn animals because we got a naked orange orangutan in the White House. That's all I'm saying. All right, so which is hilarious because that's the most cat thing ever. You save them and they act like you ruined their plans. After the rescue, they return the cat over to animal control and they're trying to find... You mean that house wasn't a cat's house? That's fucked up. How does that work? I don't understand how that works. Anyways, they're trying to find the owner. So if your cat is missing and you live in Lewiston, Maine, your little tuxedo criminal has been caught and is currently acting offended. Honest and relatable, okay? I'm telling you, these damn cats are on alert and these animals are on alert. We gonna fuck around and they gonna take this whole damn world over. Because you know them assholes been waiting. We've been really nasty to them. So, shit. Alright, as always, I'll be right back. Give me just a moment. Where's my damn thing? Okay, here you go.
Well, last month, St. Louis made national headlines for multiple monkeys allegedly on the loose in North St. Louis. We never got any confirmation on whether these monkeys were actually real or if the viral photos were AI generated. But earlier this week, a different monkey was found in a garage in Jefferson County, and that monkey is confirmed to be real. The homeowner took this video of a pet capuchin monkey trapped in her garage. The monkey briefly got into the home before Michael Baran from the Wildlife Command Center caught it, and he did it with his bare hands.
When I opened up the door and there's a capuchin monkey looking at me, I knew this is the first time in 60 years it was actually a monkey.
The monkey was eventually reunited with its owner. Pet capuchin monkeys must be registered with local law enforcement, and the owner must have a permit from the Missouri Department of Agriculture. And I must say, Michael also was the one who caught the critter in my attic.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
This guy's famous.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I don't know about that, but yes, but he is well known.
All right, I don't know what to tell you. Now that they're breaking into people's garages and shit, monkeys are breaking into the garages, pigs are running up in your homes, deers are robbing banks. I'm just saying. Now, this is the type that sounds fake until FaceTime proves it. A wildlife control owner in Missouri got a call about a monkey in St. Louis area garage. He said it's monkey sighting calls at all the time, and they're usually nonsense. People swear they saw a monkey in a park. It's probably somebody's hairy ass kid, okay? An apartment hallway, wherever it's never a monkey. Or it could be one of them crazy ass cats trying to stand on 2 feet. They look weird. This time it was actually a capuchin. The caller FaceTimed the marketing manager and showed the monkey live. The caller even said it looked like the monkey from Friends, and honestly, that's the only reference some people have, so we'll allow it. Yeah, exactly. Raccoons in the liquor store, freaking baby seals heading to the bathroom, sheep going to the supermarket, cows using tools, and an orangutan in the White House. I don't know what to tell y'all. Anyways, the wildlife guy rushed over and the monkey didn't want to go into a crate, then jumped onto the homeowner's shoulder like it paid rent there. The homeowner tried to retreat. The monkey slid into the laundry room, and the smaller space made it easier to safely secure the animal. See, my mom did that to me when I was little. She'd run me into spots where I couldn't get the fuck out. And then she'd talk about me later. That's that move. Anyways, Chico, then the plot twist. Jefferson County 911 gets a call about a missing monkey named Chico. Chico was turned to the owner after authorities confirmed the owner had the required permits from Missouri Department of Agriculture. That means you really were focused on having this damn monkey. You did the paperwork. You did the work. You did the leg work. You did all of that to have this monkey. How the fuck did you lose it? Come on now. You done did all of that and you gonna lose it? Nigga! You disappoint me, god dang it. Chico, and then you named him Chico. Chico means boy. Come on now. It better not be a girl. Anyways. So yes, it's funny, but it also raises a real point. Exotic pets get loose, and that can become dangerous for the animal and the neighborhood, especially them damn emus. I'm telling you, them motherfuckers just look like eyes and a mouth with big ass legs. Chico got lucky. Everybody doesn't, okay? Still, a capuchin monkey named Chico showing up in your garage is the kind of surprise nobody ordered. Missouri said nature documentary, but make it laundry day. God dang. That damn monkey just didn't give a shit. He was gonna go sightsee. See, this motherfucker is doing reconnaissance. I figured that out. He's doing reconnaissance. Anyways, that's it for our regular news. We're gonna go on, and I got, like, I'm working on my damn whatchamacallits too. My my study guides as well. So we're gonna go ahead and drop this down. I'm gonna go ahead and do my commercial one more time, and then we're gonna look at the train wreck fashion throughout the years, cause you can't make some of this stuff up. You really can't. It's just like, why did you do that to yourself? You really don't like yourself, do you? Anyways, I'll be right back. As always, if you like what I'm doing, blah blah blah. If you don't like what I'm doing, blah blah blah. Just go ahead, hit the comments, like, subscribe, share, get my damn word out. Alright, and I'll be right back with dragons.
It's just me and the fam. 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 Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little Tay-Tay, that's my hype girl, that's my mascot. Little ones go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with them racks out. Stay inside the house, turned.
There it is. Alright, let me bring it up so you can see the title. You already see outfits and colors that don't go together. You already see who, so you would expect that shit right there. The worst Oscar red carpet train wrecks over the years. As the Oscars have already neared, that was done, I don't know when, but I had to pull this up just because of the fact that it was a train wreck, okay? So let's talk about some of the stupid shit people actually thought they could get away with. Going to a damn high roll, you know what I'm saying? This don't make no sense. Y'all need your asses whipped. You knew what the hell you was doing when you took your ass out. So let's start with last year. Yasmin Finney. I don't know who the hell Yasmin Finney is. What the fuck is she wearing? I think she got hit in the face a lot, because it feels like right now I'm bothered by the damn dress. It looks like it is all up in her face. Then she got these see-through gloves that look like they are actually pantyhose that she formed with some really long ass toes. Is that a W? Do you have titties? I don't know, because this dress hides everything. I don't think anybody talked to you, because you leaning and shit probably hit them in the face with all them damn feathers. I just can't. I mean, it almost had it. You almost had it. If you get rid of the fucking feathers and the pantyhose gloves, you got it. Because the damn feathers look like you just really don't want to be fucked with. You don't want to be bothered. That's why you got this obstacle. God dang. Who dressed her? That was last year. Someone actually made it looks like a spider web around her. Girl, it looked like somebody, a bird, disrespected her by just putting its butt in her face. God dang. All right, this is also last year. Anak Yai. That's the one that... Girl. Girl. It's cute, but I'm not... What? Okay, I know you're a model and shit, but... Yeah, why do you have a black feather boa with a champagne-esque, mermaid girl? I don't get it. What's going on? You got a lot of statements going on here. Shit. I like the hair. And, I mean, without this damn giant black feather boa got you looking like a black Cruella de Vil that's confused. Shit, man, I'm confused with this one. Pick a lane. Pick a lane, girl. Pick a lane. Moving on. Okay, Brescia Webb. Girl. That looked like one of them hand-me-down dresses that people go to a debutante from the 1970s. That's really what this looked like. Plus, your titties ain't as young as you would think. I'm just letting you know. You're not as young as you think, because your titties are doing the flapjack thing, and I hate that shit. That's why I'm not running around in topless, like that. Your accoutrement is great. The hair is all right. The dress is too fucking low. If you bend down, everybody's gonna get them Janet Jackson. I don't understand this top. Is this a two-piece right here? You could get rid of all of this, because the bow and then this is doing extra. And this in the back, what are you doing? Is this supposed to be a two-piece? I'm confused. Love the glow of your skin. You really rocking that. I love it, but I'm very confused. I wonder if I can use this wheel. Yeah, the shoes are pointy. I've never liked that. It looks like you're in pain. Now that I see that smile, I realize why that smile is there, because of them shoes. Ooh, that looks painful. Now we're going to move a little further back. Maya Rudolph. I have honestly never seen her at a red carpet in red carpet-esque clothes. She looked like she's in a damn cult. I'm terrified that people are going to pull her off the damn red carpet all of a sudden. What the hell is she wearing? She looks like she needed to be in that, what was that? What was that damn movie? That goddamn Superior. She looks like she from Superior. I'm waiting for her to just come out and just come with her hands out and come strangle your ass. She looks like she's a cult member. The look on her face ain't helping. Your hair is down, I understand, but can you show us you have hair? That's a turtleneck. I feel wherever the hell you are, it's a little hot. And then what's up with the balloon likes? What is that even a dress? Because what if these are actually pants? I'm so confused. I love red, but not for this. Not for this. Not like this. Not like this. Like they say. This is a hot mess. Her face is a plaster. Minnie wouldn't like that. No. And I mean, then she got them big ass earrings on her, and they really, you can't take from that dress. You cannot take, not even with them goddamn big ass earrings, you cannot take from that damn, I think it's a dress. Whoo. All right, Whoopi Goldberg. You know, Whoopi, this was when Whoopi finally, she tried to be feminine. This looked like something from a Disney movie, and then it's pants. Oh, jeez. This looked like something. What's that gay dude that's always Bob? His name is Bobby or something. That dude. This looked like something he would wear. She done stole the goddamn gay dude's clothes. Damn it. You know the one that's always finessing and stuff. He be in feminine clothes, but he's still manly. Like he'll have a beard and like I think the last time I saw him, he had a beard and a tuxedo top, but then the dress was at the bottom. And he used to wear glasses, now he don't. He was married to a white dude, and I think he's divorced now. I feel like this would be what he would wear. She was so wrong for this shit. It looks like it belongs from Princess and the Frog. That's what it looked like. The frog and the princess. The frog and whatever. That's what that looked like. Please tell me that's something for Disney. It's not. Oh, shit. All right, 2010. I already don't like your ass because of that little comment, that slide comment you tried to hide, talking about you ain't black, you Latina. Damn it if you ain't telling people you Latina. Your dress is so confused. The bottom looks like you about to go dance. You about to have like a fiesta. The top looks like I'm about to be a debutante, and this part right here is just confused as all get out. And then your hair looked like all you did was, girl, even if you ain't black, we can't do that with our hair. That just messy look, it just make it look like you lazy as fuck and you didn't even try. I swear to God, she can't get through this. She cannot. She talking about I'm telling you, way in the 90s, and way back in the day, for all the motherfuckers might thinking we all old, this heifer had an interview and said she wasn't black, she was Latina. Now all of a sudden she black. Girl, if you was black, I don't think you would be wearing that shit. Oh God, it stops at black. It stops at black. You need your ass whooped. Oh my God, it looks like a fucked up Slinky. It looked like 10 fucked up slinkies that you stretched out. She wrong for that shit. She was confused. There he is, Billy Porter. I said, Bobby, that dress up there looked like he would wear that. So I'm not surprised by this shit here. And I mean shit, cause I mean, come on now. You cannot wear a dress in this way with that kind of print and then have all of this going on. What the hell is this? I bet you that's real gold. That is, I'm sorry, it's ugly, sir. You should have just had this one color. That would have at least showed some kind of concurrency. Well, at least the bangles are all right. But that dress, no. You know, you need your ass. Oh, Lord, then the boots. Now you got the drag queen boots on. I know your feet are hot and sweaty. Ugh. Just ugh. Billy Porter, you know you wrong. Black China, her name alone, you know her ass ain't got no business. Now maybe, but back in the day when she was all on the street, she had no business anywhere near the elite. How you gonna have plump, saggy titties, girl? So here she is in a dress that probably covered her more than most of us have shown. This is the most she has hidden from this world. This right here. Girl, this is supposed to be an elegant. You got frills coming off the damn sleeves. What is that velvet? Is that velvet? Yeah, that's fucking velvet. My mom said people that wear velvet look cheap. That's what she said. I like velvet personally. But are you going to a circus, ma'am? Your titties are flopping too. You could have used some boob tape. I got some boob tape. I haven't used it yet because I ain't got shit to do right now. But I got some boob tape. You could use it. Jesus, there are ways. You have money. You had money to get that hair done or that wig put on properly. Then you should have enough money for somebody to prop them damn titties. I know they have something where it could be like, you know, like a levee where it holds it up like on a platform. At least, come on now. You can't have saggy big titties and then go topless. Come on now. Moving on, y'all ignorant ass bastards, and hurt my feelings. Pharrell Williams, we already know this gonna be a hot mess. This is why I have issues with men in shorts. This shit here is the reason I have issues with men with shorts. Ain't nobody got no socks on. Them shoes gonna be funky as hell. Why are you trying to match with your wife, not your husband? Why are you trying to turn your husband into a husband, your wife into a husband? What the hell is this? You look like you trying to dress to go to a proper English school. She look like her ass is trying to cosplay on the good ship Lollipop. I'm confused as fuck. And this is the whole reason. Because of him and people like him, I have a serious distaste for men in shorts. I know his shoes were funky that night. I mean, funky. Whoo! Oh, Lord. He looked like he got some grandpa shoes on, like his grandpa leaned. Yes, I said it. I said it before. As soon as I saw his face, I knew the clothes was going to be a train wreck. Whoo! Woosah. Moving on. Halle Berry. Girl, you got to figure out what side of the moon she's on. The haircut sucks. The dress sucks. All of it sucks. Sometimes she is gorgeous, but not this damn time. Who the hell told her that was cute? This must have been when she was in mid-relationship. Looked like a drunk butterfly. That's what it looked like. A drunk butterfly with a helmet on. Oh, girl, you need your ass whooped. Some of these people. Girl. Whoo, you ain't right. That shit look like you stole it off of somebody's like princess bed. And that haircut, you was all right with the bangs, but when you stopped and you didn't cut more, moving on. Oh, this is no eyebrows. She got the flapjacks too, doing bold things in a pleather fucking dress. I don't care if it's leather. It reminds me of a couch. The hell is going on? I told you that the one looked like a dress. Come on, tell me now. How the hell you ain't got eyebrows but you got nails? How the hell you ain't got eyebrows but you got... This is probably a piercing because you freaky like that, lady. How come you ain't got no eyebrows? I'm not going to stop until I see this woman with some eyebrows. I have issues with people with eyebrows. Even when I was trying to do eyebrows, I had issues with my own eyebrows. You can't have a shiny head and a shiny face. Shit. And then this dress, it's probably leather, but to me, it looks like somebody's upholstery. Fuck. You just weird all the time. God dang it. And then she got issues with black folks. Now, this is a king of, I shouldn't wear this. If this man wears the shit, you shouldn't wear it. This man got on eyeshadow that at least matches the damn jacket. Everything looks shiny. Your ass looks, oh, Lord, he looked like he's trying to be a broke down Prince. I mean, Prince from Prince. Ooh, him. This motherfucker looked like he was on PCP and then decided he wanted to be Prince, but got fucking lost halfway through the transformation. Oh, good grief. And then my mama got the nerve to tell me I look like I got off the banana boat. What the fuck? Now, Terrence, you need your ass. Oh, Lord, he looked like he's in his pajamas. Is he channeling Hugh Hefner? I used to have a crush on this man back in the day, till I found out he didn't like us. Man, that's a robe. That's a robe with a fucking bow tie. I've never really liked bow ties. I like a tie personally. I feel like bow ties are so unserious. You shouldn't be surprised. You should have already expected that. Let's talk about Terrence with the whole I'm Dracula with Hugh Hefner vibes. The fuck? And then the hair, I'm seeing the side and you didn't get lined up properly. Your fade is really weird. Sir, just because you've been in old black movies, which are now considered old but were new for us, does not give you the option to try to be Hugh Hefner, sir. Oh, Lord. Moving on. Now we going all the way to Isaac Hayes. Now this shit right here was 10 years before I was born. I'm so glad I wasn't around. Who the hell is that white man right there? He looked like he could almost be black, except for this puffy ass afro that is definitely not a normal afro. Why the hell? He looked like he skinned a bunch of at least 15 rabbits and dyed them blue. This shit right here looks like the lining of a coffin. He was wrong for this shit. This is a legend. Who dressed this man? Oh my God, there's lining on the pants. The pants have lining. Is that velvet? I think it might be velvet. Ooh. See, I do this because I love y'all, but this is a hot mess. I'm going to have dreams about this. That and this white man's afro, because I can't get over that shit. That is so fluffy. I had a teacher with her hair was like that, but it was red, and she was very big, and she was very mean. Anyways, I hope that's the last. I don't know, but if it, nope, we're going to look at Jennifer Hudson. This was when Jennifer, Dakota, damn it. If you going to a red carpet event, your dress, oh Lord, and the toes are off the shoes. The shoes don't fit. I can see your toes. I can see them, and they were not done. Oh shit, no. But let's talk about the top first. No dress that is on the red carpet should have pockets, in my opinion. And then you got this Bootsy Collins silver bolero hiding you, and it gives off I'm insecure about my weight. Girl, you was just thick. You could have pulled that shit off without that damn bolero. That bolero is saying Bootsy Collins. Oh, boogie boogie baby. That's all I'm thinking. And then I see your toes. I feel like you got sandals on and your toes are hanging off your sandals. I'm very upset with you about that. What year was this? Oh shit. You should have known better. I think this was before the baby, though, so you know what they say about young people. Oh, no. Taraji, what you do to Taraji is, your titties are going in two opposite directions, and I don't think that dress was trying to do that. It's not accentuating you, and it's sheer down there. What the fuck kind of shoes you got on? Oh, your toes are hanging off, and they were not done. Your toes was not done. Whose hair look nice? I mean, Taraji hair look fine. It's once you get down here. You needed boob tape. Definitely boob tape. And a corset, because this dress is not accentuating your body like it should. You've done better. What is that in your hand? That better not be your bag. That shit look like some trash that you forgot to throw away. Like it covered something really cute, and for some reason you just kept holding it. And then your toes are off the shoes. I have issues with people's toes off the shoes. People's toes off the shoes. Oh, Jennifer's hair was nice, but I'm still having problems with the toes and the shoes. I don't like it. God dang it. I've always been taught that your toes should not be touching the damn edge of your shoe. And it's uncomfortable. when you are having closed toe, but still. Oh shit, Tyra. You already know in the 2000s everybody lost their damn rabbit ass mind. Look at this heifer. This looks like a quinceañera and wedding dress that got confused halfway and just morphed. Then she got nerve to have like this confusing ass shit. The hair don't look right because your forehead is doing 10 head right there. You just didn't really want nobody to know you was American, huh? Because that hair looks horrible. It looks like if somebody pulled it, you would be bald headed. This here though. What is going on here? Is this like a corset here? And this is another piece which is very geometrical? And why did you decide to wear a quinceañera? Your ass is too old to be having a quinceañera. Oh, but I blame it on the 2000s. I blame it on the 2000s. And that's it. That's it for the shit. Now, y'all done made me have nightmares. Thank you very much. I'll see y'all either on Sunday or if I get good ratings. Let me say it one more time. I have finally released the FBA, the first issue of the FBA Exodus. It's on Toronto. It came out today. Go check it out. That's all I'm saying. Okay? If it's good, if people are saying, yeah, that's cool, I'm gonna revamp it a little, because like I said, the voice I don't like. And I'm using a substitute until I finish my own artwork. So, if you want to go check it out, it's under if you go into my playlist, it's under, I Got Smoke. So check it out. My newest stuff will be under there. I Got Smoke is a cold part. It's between, FBA Exodus and I Got Smoke, where I explain shit that shouldn't be new to you. But apparently a lot of people acting like it is, like tariffs. But anyways, I'll see y'all later. Thank y'all so much. Have a good night. I love y'all. Without y'all, I would be nothing. Please, once again, like, share, subscribe, all that.
I can't stay. No, I always gotta go. Playing house, this ain't a home with my soul. On the road, I can't stay. No, I always gotta go. Playing house, this ain't a home with my soul.